Welcome to the Health, Balance, and Wellness channel, your oasis of peace. People struggling with a few extra pounds try strategy after strategy, going from diet to diet, from method to method, hoping to find the right formula. Every time it seems to work, disappointment sets in. The results don't last. The truth is that behind these constant struggles lies a big lie that has conditioned millions of people, a deception that still pushes many to make the same mistakes today. Before we move on, please give this video a like to support our work. Back to the video. If you recognize yourself in this journey of failed attempts, of weight lost and then regained, of constant sacrifices and subsequent feelings of guilt, you've probably fallen into the same trap. It's important for you to know the truth, because only by unmasking this false belief can you truly change your approach and achieve stable, lasting results. In recent years, I've had the fortune of working with nutritionists and reputable professionals who have shown me that weight loss shouldn't be based on illusions, but on science. There are strategies that don't deliver immediate, spectacular results, but rather work profoundly, transforming the body and health in a lasting way. These programs don't promise overnight miracles, but rather deliver real benefits even years later, without the risk of having to start over. This is the lie that has influenced entire generations, the idea that a calorie is a calorie, and that to lose weight, all you need to do is create a calorie deficit, meaning consume more than you consume. For decades, major food companies have spread this belief through misleading advertising, making people believe that the human body is a simple mathematical balance of energy intake and expenditure. This theory, at first glance, seems logical. If you consume fewer calories than you burn, you'll lose weight. And indeed, in the first few weeks of a low-calorie diet, the scales go down. But it's a temporary illusion, because no one really explains that the body doesn't work like a calculator. A practical example will help clarify this concept. Imagine two situations. In both, you consume 250 calories. In the first case, they come from 10 carrots. In the second, they come from a sugary drink. The calories are identical on paper, but the impact on the body is completely different. Eating the carrots requires hours of chewing, and the feeling of satiety is profound and long-lasting. In contrast, the sugary drink burns in a minute and doesn't quench your hunger. In fact, it stimulates the body to crave more sugar. Therefore, one calorie is not equivalent to another. The brain and metabolism aren't easily fooled. When we drastically reduce our calorie intake, the body responds by lowering its basal metabolic rate. Essentially, it uses less energy to adapt to the scarcity. It's a biologically programmed survival response that leads us to a dead end. We lose some weight initially, but in the long run, it becomes increasingly difficult to lose weight, and we actually tend to regain it. Furthermore, the same food can have different effects depending on the time of day or physical condition. Eating 300 calories after a restful sleep isn't the same as consuming them after a sleepless night. The same food can be metabolized differently when combined with certain foods or consumed alone. This means that reducing everything to a simple calorie count is not only misleading, but also harmful. Science today demonstrates that excess weight is not the primary cause of health problems, but rather a symptom. Overweight and obesity are the external manifestation of internal imbalances, specifically chronic inflammation and an altered hormonal system. These two factors underlie the difficulty in losing weight and the constant yo-yo effect. Fat itself, once accumulated, becomes pro-inflammatory, fueling a vicious cycle that makes everything worse. For this reason, the starting point should not be weight loss as an end in itself, but rather restoring metabolic and hormonal health. Only then will weight loss become a natural and lasting consequence, and not a fleeting goal destined to vanish. Just look at the stories of many people who, despite managing to lose weight with crash diets or intensive programs, regained all the weight they had lost within a few years, often gaining more. In the United States, for example, a highly popular show featured contestants who lost dozens of pounds in just a few months thanks to strict diets and grueling workouts. But subsequent studies revealed that most of them, once they returned to their daily lives, regained almost all of the lost weight. This shows that there's no point in improvising or relying on a do-it-yourself approach with a calorie deficit as the only weapon. Sure, reducing your intake and exercising more brings quick results, but in the long run it can cause damage, a slowed metabolism, loss of muscle mass, and hormonal stress. What seems like a victory quickly turns into a defeat. This is why it's essential to consult a reputable professional, a nutritionist or dietitian capable of evaluating the person as a whole, not just the numbers on the scale. Sometimes weight itself isn't a reliable indicator because it doesn't distinguish between fat and muscle loss. And losing lean mass is dangerous because it worsens overall health and makes it even more difficult to burn calories in the future. A proper diet doesn't focus on restriction, but on balance. There are foods that actually help control blood sugar, regulate hormones, and reduce inflammation. They aren't miracle solutions, but scientifically validated tools to restore the body's proper function. Once metabolic health is restored, excess weight drops naturally, without the need for constant deprivation. The key, therefore, isn't to seek out a crash diet that promises weight loss in 2 weeks, but to embark on a journey of wellness. It means learning to eat mindfully, respecting the body's rhythms, choosing foods that support the metabolism rather than hindering it, and adopting habits that can be maintained over time. Those who embark on this path discover that losing weight is no longer a struggle against themselves, but the result of a newfound balance. It's an approach that doesn't generate constant frustration, but rather satisfaction, because the improvements affect not only the scale, but the quality of life. More energy, greater clarity, improved physical and mental endurance. In conclusion, the real mistake isn't having tried diet after diet without success, but continuing to believe that counting calories will solve the problem. The human body is much more complex than simple energy balance. It's a biochemical system regulated by hormones, circadian rhythms, and intricate metabolic processes. Only by respecting this complexity can lasting weight loss be achieved. If you truly want to embark on a path that works, trust the expertise of those who study and work with nutrition seriously. Learn to choose foods that support your health, rather than chasing numbers on the scale. Weight loss shouldn't be an isolated goal, but the natural consequence of a body that's returning to good health. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not replace medical advice. If you have any questions, please contact your doctor. If you like our videos, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any upcoming content. See you in the next video.